Good morning, children. Today's my lesson is on solution, part 1, and subtopic is meaning of solution, types of solution, and concentration of solution. Mainly we will see expressing concentration of solution. So friends, first of all, the meaning of solution. So solution is the homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. You can write here homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. We will see or we will discuss here for binary solution, binary. So binary solution, such type of solution contains only two components. Only two components. So children, and you have already seen in previous class, the solution is made up of solute plus solvent, right? So which one is solute and which one is solvent? That is determined on the basis of quantity. Suppose the component which is in lesser quantity is called solute, and larger quantity of component is called solvent. But it is not always. In case of aqueous solution, water always acts as solvent. As for example, you write 90% aqueous solution of H2SO4. That means only 2% water is present here, but water acts as solvent, right? You remember it. If we write 68% aqueous solution of HNO3, then percent of water is 32%, but it acts as solvent, right? Now we will see types of solution. Friends, so many types of solution. You can prepare solution with the help of solute and solvent. So solute and solvent may be solid, liquid or gas. So on the basis of that, you see here types of solvent. First one is your gaseous solution, second is liquid solution, third one is solid solution. Here we write here solute, and this is solvent, solute and solvent, and it's a common example is there. It is also given in your textbook, right? So solute, first one is in gaseous solution. Solute may be gas, liquid or solid, but solvent must be gas. So gas and gas, you can put the example of mixture of O2 and N2. Liquid acts as solute, yani lesser quantity of liquid is there. and gas, solvent is gas. So chloroform mixed with N2 gas, nitrogen gas. Solid gas, yani solid, it's a lesser quantity, and gas, it's a larger quantity. So camphor in nitrogen gas, you can put the example for that. Now next one is liquid solution. Solvent must be liquid, liquid and liquid, and solute may be gas, may be liquid, may be solid. So first one is gas dissolve in liquid. This is oxygen dissolve in water. It's a, oxygen present in water, so that aquatic animals are alive. Now liquid dissolve in liquid. So you can say ethanol dissolve in water. And solid dissolve in liquid, glucose or sugar dissolve in water. You always seen in your home. Now next one is solid solution. So here solvent must be solid and solute may be gas, liquid, solid. So gas dissolve in solid, liquid dissolve in solid, solid dissolve in solid. So solution of H2 in palladium, its adsorption takes place at palladium, and you can say this is a solution of gas and liquid. Liquid solid, amalgam of Hg with Na, that means sodium amalgam, it's an example of liquid solid solution. And solid, it's copper dissolve in gold. Actually ornament is made up of not only gold, some percentage of copper is added in that. Okay friends, so I think you learn the types of solution. Now next we see expressing concentration of solution. So friends, first of all you should know the meaning of concentration. So concentration is the amount of solute present in solution, right? If more amount of solute is present in solution, then solution is more concentrated. If less amount of solute is present in solution, then you can say this is less concentrated, and it is called dilute solution. So how can we express the concentration of solution? So many methods are there, and you have seen in previous class also, I think in class 9 or 11. So first one is your mass percentage. First one is we can express the concentration in term of mass percentage. So mass percent, right? And in abbreviation we write W by W. Actually I would like to write the formula only, It is equal to mass of solute in gram upon mass of solution in gram multiply by 100, because percent is there. Here it's very simple. How much solute in gram present in 100 gram of solution. So you can calculate mass percentage by using this formula, right? And second one is volume percent, V by V. You can calculate volume percentage by using this formula, volume of solute in milliliter upon volume of solution in milliliter multiply by 100. Same thing is there कि how much solute in milliliter present in 100 milliliter of solution, right? Third one is mass by volume, mass by volume percent. You can write here W by V. So similar formula is there. Mass of solute in gram upon volume of solution in milliliter multiply by 100, right? Fourth one is part per million, part per million. So it is expressed when solute is very less quantity present in solution, you can say. So it is also called ppm, right? So part per million, how much part is present in million, in 1 million, not in 100, per million. So its formula is number of part of the component upon total number of parts, total number of parts of all component multiply by, definitely we have to write million, 10 to the power 6, right? And the next one is molarity. You have seen in class 11, it is denoted by M, and it is, number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. So we can write molarity capital M equal to number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Now we elaborate this equation. So number of moles of solute, so you can write mole. This is weight of solute upon molar mass, and if we take the volume of solution in milliliter, then volume of solution in milliliter, now this milliliter is changed into liter, so definitely we have to divide it by 1000, right? Now new formula for molarity is weight of solute upon molar mass of solute multiply by 1000 upon volume of solution in milliliter, right? And I suggest you always remember this formula. M is equal to weight of solute upon molar mass into 1000 upon volume of solution in milliliter. If volume of solution is given in liter, then change it into milliliter. So you always remember this formula. Now next one is molality. Next one is 6th molality. Right? It is denoted by a small m. And it's a number of moles of solute present in 1000, you can say gram, or you can say 1 kg of solvent. You remember this one, solvent. Okay, so we write the formula. M is equal to number of moles of solute upon mass of solvent in kg, right? And in similar way you can write M is equal to weight of solute in gram upon molar mass of solute multiplied by 1000 upon mass of solvent in gram. So I think you should remember this formula to solve any question, and you have solved in class 11 also. And one thing is there, perhaps I left it here. Weight of solute in gram. You correct it in gram. Okay. Now next, 7th is mole fraction, and it is defined as, it is the ratio. Fraction is there. It is the ratio of one component of solution to total number of moles of all component. As for example, suppose a binary solution is there, and whose components are A and B. A and B are the component of binary solution. It's a binary solution. A solution is there, its components are A and B, right? And mole fraction is denoted by X. Mole fraction is denoted by X. So suppose you have to write mole fraction of A, XA. This is equal to number of mole of A upon number of mole of A plus number of mole of B. So definitely it is the ratio of number of mole of one component to total number of component. It may be more than 3, no problem. So third one is C. So Na upon Na plus Nv plus Nc. Similarly, you can write Nv equal to Nv upon Na plus Nv. Friends, it's very important for solution chapter. You must remember and you must understand the concept of mole fraction, Now here, if we add XA plus XB, so definitely you will get 1. Na upon Na plus Nv plus Nv, Na plus Nv, and this is equal to Na plus Nb upon Na plus Nb. It's a cancelled out. This is equal to 1. So one very popular formula is there. Na plus Xa plus Xb is equal to 1 and Xa is equal to 1 minus Xb, and similarly Xb equal to 1 minus Xa. So suppose you know the mole fraction of one component, then you can easily find the mole fraction of other component by using these two formula. Okay friends, now friends, we have taken a numerical problem related to mole fraction. Here calculate the mole fraction of benzene in solution containing 30% by mass in carbon tetrachloride. That means there is a solution of benzene C6H6 and CCl4, right? And here this is 30%. So definitely CCl4 is 70%, or you can say if mass of benzene C6H6 is equal to 30 gram, then mass of CCl4 carbon tetrachloride is 70 gram, because total mass of solution is 100 gram. In 100 gram, 30 gram of C6H6 benzene is present, right? So first of all, we calculate the number of moles of benzene and carbon tetrachloride. So for that, we calculate the molar mass of benzene and carbon tetrachloride. Then molar mass of C6H6, this is equal to 12 into 6 plus 1 into 6, and this is equal to 72 plus 6, this is 78 gram per mole, right? 78 gram per mole. Now molar mass of CCl4, this is 12 plus 4 into 35.5. It's very easy. Now you calculate, it will come 154 gram per mole, right? Now we calculate the number of moles of C6H6. This is mass 30 gram upon 78 molar mass. So this is equal to 0.385. Similarly, number of moles of CCl4, this is equal to 70 upon 154. So it will come 0.455. Now we calculate the mole fraction. Now mole fraction. So we can write here X, C6H6 mole fraction of benzene. This is 0.385 number of mole of benzene upon total number of moles of all component, 385 plus 0.455. After calculating it, it will come 0.458. So how much the mole fraction of CCl4? It's very simple. You subtract this quantity from 1. 1 minus mole fraction of C6H6. This is 1 minus 0.458 and it is equal to 0.542. So these are the mole fractions of benzene and carbon tetrachloride. In this question, calculate the molarity capital M of a solution containing 5 gram of NaOH sodium hydroxide in 450 milliliter of solution. It's a quite easy problem. So first you write weight of solute NaOH, this is equal to 5 gram, and molar mass of NaOH, this is equal to 40 gram. You can calculate in this way: 23 sodium plus 16 plus 1, right? And volume of solution is equal to 450 milliliter. Now we apply the formula of molarity. M is equal to weight of solute upon molar mass multiply by 1000 upon volume of solution in milliliter. Now M is equal to 5 upon 40 multiply by 1000 upon 450. Now you can calculate it and it will come 0.278 m. Its molarity is this one. That means its significance is that 0.278 mole of NaOH present in 1 liter of solution, right? So my next video is on solubility, and I think you have understood this subtopic. Thank you very much.